It's the Luke and Pete Show, Monday the 10th of August. I am Pete Donaldson and I'm joined by Mr. Lukey Moo. Lukey Moo, I'm still eating those hot dog buns.
Oh, get through them. Can you just get through them? Get them out of the way. Get them out of the house. Put them in the bin.
I'd sort of, after the asthma specialist said that it might be, it might not be asthma that's making me feel like there's a ton of bricks on me. I've just been popping pain pills like an old wrestler.
I want you to get sorted out, mate.
I want to get sorted out. And that make me feel better. But the problem is with the problem with like stomach, the problem with like pain tablets is they do hurt your stomach if you take too many of them. So don't do that. Don't compound the problem by eating a lot of dry buns.
There's a certain amount of like medical advice that I feel like the medical practitioners feel like they shouldn't need to have to give.
Right.
And I think you regularly flout that with your kind of approach to sustenance.
What do you mean? As in they shouldn't have to say don't eat 15 hot dog buns?
Correct. I think if you were to embark upon like a properly, and this is me saying it hypocritically, if you were to embark upon like a properly balanced, healthy diet, do you reckon a lot of your problems would go away?
Well, not really, because it's kind of like I do eat quite healthily these days, and I realise a lot of this podcast is just about.
But your WhatsApp output to me would suggest not.
Well, I only tell you when I'm eating raw mops in a public toilet.
Which
do you know what I mean? Like,
which literally happened this week.
Yeah, I've still got my can of super malt to finish off.
Yeah, so you've got to remember, from my point of view and from our listeners' point of view, we hear the headlines. We hear roll mops in the public toilet.
You only hear the
cans of super malt.
It's especially
leftover Chinese
curated.
for breakfast, you know.
It's especially curated, kind of like miserable time. But a lot of the time, I'll be eating off vegetables from the good people at HelloFresh.
When I was growing up, I didn't think I'd ever, as part of my job, ask this question, but I'm going to ask it now. Can you tell us the story of the roll mops in the public bathroom? Are you trying to find the bread toilet man?
I got off the train too early. I got excited. I was doing something on my computer. Got excited. Went shit. Got up and then realised I was getting off at the station closest to my house, which is not where I left my car. So then I had a 2-mile walk past some of the very best wet fish shops in Essex, and one did indulge.
One enticed you in like a
one
siren
enticed
on the
me in with some delicious vinegary. What's it made out of? Is it cod? I don't know what.
The roll mop is a herring, is it not?
Is it a herring? That's right. Okay,
so.
Yeah. And I'm just eating with my hands a load of raw mops, and I was like, oh, I do need a piss, but I don't really want I don't know why raw mops in the public toilet is it just feels wrong.
It's depressing.
But they did have.
I
had sharp. They give you 2 like little sharp bamboo sticks.
They do to hold them together.
To hold them together, and because it's a public toilet in an area of ill repute, there was a sharp spin to put your syringes.
I didn't think it could get more depressing. It just has.
I popped the little dart through. They're in there like 2 little darts, and went on my merry way. So I think my input food wise I'd probably get on with the brown cheese munchers up in Scandinavia.
Did you tell the partner you've got access to that you did all that stuff?
No, I did send the picture to my dad and go, "This is cool, isn't it, Dad?
What do they
this
say?
This is cool.
No son of mine. All in capitals.
My dad's obsessed with 2 things at this moment in time, and it's a little bit worrying that he keeps sending me articles about it because it may indicate a wider problem with his brain. But there was Blackhall Pit pool, a converted sort of quarry / pit that they just filled with water and said, "There you go, kids. Here's a pool for you."
When was this?
And 60s, I think.
Right.
And my dad's obsessed with how shit it was and how unsafe it looked.
What was it called? Sorry,
I think it's a Blackhall Pit pool, I think, or maybe like a quarry pool or something. I don't know. It was in Blackhall anyway, I think. Pit pond. There we go. Yeah. What was it? My dad's obsessed with it. He's clearly not enticed me in like a raw mop from the cinder path.
It does look
into
really,
actually
really
reading about
depressing.
So that's when my dad learned to swim anyway.
Right.
And also the sailors used to get a rum ration every day.
Yeah.
They used to get. He's obsessed with the abolition of the rum ration that they stopped the day before he signed up for the Navy, and he felt like he was.
Was it the grandfather rule as well? So if you're in there before, you get to still have it.
Oh yeah, no, well, yeah.
It probably would have been right,
actually. Probably would have been. Yeah, you don't if you've got used to the black tot every day.
The black tot apparently existed up until Black Tot Day in 1970.
Yeah, and of course it was 40, how many years? 56 years ago. This week. He said Black Tot Day, the last daily rum ration, was abolished a couple of days before he joined up in 1970. He was furious.
Apparently, I was just reading about it now. Apparently, each sailor who signed up to the Royal Navy had the option to be marked in the ship's book as G for grog or T for temperance. And sailors who opted to be T were given 3p a day instead of the rum ration.
Right.
And everyone else got the rum, unless they were under 20, in which case they weren't allowed it until they turned 20.
A buzzball. They were given a buzzball each.
They're given a can of prime. But apparently, it was serving the Royal Navy right up until 1970, and the reason they stopped it is because they were worried about people operating machinery and stuff like that.
Right. I guess it probably... Yeah.
Giving it out at midday every day.
Yeah. Not bad, huh?
That's crazy.
Keep you going, wouldn't it? Keep you going through the afternoon.
So your old man never got it? Could have brought his own, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think he was shot. I mean, he always tells us about the time that he drank metal polish through a loaf of bread. He could have used some of my hot dog buns, to be honest. But if you do get caught short for drinking metal polish, a loaf of bread does filter out the bad stuff.
When you say that, I've just put in mind of that old bloke who looked a bit like your dad, who used to take silver every day and turn
colloidal silver. Yeah,
do you remember him?
I do remember him. He's one of those fellas who really does stick in the mind, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just constantly. Because I think people get used to if something fixed them once. They do, I think, continue to sort of take that thing. So, it's good, it's good for what ails you, isn't it? That's how everybody started drinking castor oil, isn't it? Didn't really sort of do anything, did it?
Is castor oil the one for the joints, or is that just cod liver oil, right?
I think castor oil is just for illness general, isn't it? Cod liver oil is for the knees. It just seems like, wouldn't it be easy if you just rubbed it on your knees rather than actually drank it?
Oh, so castor oil apparently is used as a natural laxative, a skin moisturiser, and an industrial lubricant. It can't be all three. I'm not having that. It cannot be all three. Yeah. No way.
I didn't realise that mechanics have different like sort of thick lubricants that they use for different parts of the car, and they are stained a different colour for the different jobs they do. It's not.
Tell us more about that.
I don't actually know. I've got a very loud clank. My bread's in the way.
What is that noise? You move all your hot dog buns out the way and have a look.
Colours,
because this is fascinating to me.
In garage.
I would suspect that happens.
Here we go.
Right.
White is lithium grease used for light parts like door hinges, locks and window tracks to stop squeaking without making a mess. Red or tacky red tacky, used for heavy duty tasks like chassis parts, suspension, general bearings because it handles heat and water well. Red rubber grease is for rubber parts in brake and hydraulic systems so the rubber doesn't swell or crack or get eaten into. Blue is used for high heat or wet environments. Green, highly waterproof, highly tacky, often used for outdoor or farm machinery. Copper, anti-seize paste for extreme heat parts like spark plug threads, brake fittings and exhaust bolts. And finally, for now, black is used for extreme pressure areas like constant velocity joints and heavy sliding loads.
I thought you were just going to say, I'm black. Don't touch this, ever.
Don't
leave it.
Touch this.
Leave it.
Black's for dads.
Yeah, dads
Black's
only.
For dad stuff only.
Did you see, by the way, changing the subject, but only ever so slightly, you see that Jimmy Cricket died today?
I thought he was already dead.
Yeah, I did.
Fuck off.
You know what? I got double whammied.
Maybe I mixed him up with Ken Dodds.
Well, maybe, but I got double whammied because I saw that Jimmy Cricket died.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's definitely already dead. And then I saw Roy Walker talking about it. And I thought, he's also dead.
What about... Didn't Rod Liddle die?
He did. He died the other day
as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them piling in this summer. I don't know what's going on.
It'd be old age, mate.
Look after your Rod Liddles and your Jimmy Crickets.
I found it particularly nauseating seeing all these people paying tribute to Rod Liddle, who apparently used to be some kind of decent journalist and producer back in the day. He started out on Radio 4, Today programme, all that kind of stuff. The man was a shit stain. Let's be absolutely clear. Like, he was a dreadful, dreadful commentator and broadcaster. And I don't think the fact that, look, I understand if someone dies, don't say anything.
This show's going out in it. Look, tomorrow's chip paper. It's fine.
No, but
this
I'm
one
just
goes
saying,
out on Monday.
I am broadly sympathetic to, and I would like to subscribe more than I do personally to the idea that if someone's died and you've got nothing to say, don't say anything, right? If you can't say anything nice, fine. The man's died. He's got a family. I understand that. But the nauseating level in which loads of people in our industry have come out saying, "Oh, what an acerbic wit! What an amazing character!" You know, he would go to the places other people wouldn't go. Yeah, he would say horrible things about marginalised, vulnerable people for money because he was a. That's it. That's it. He might have used to have been good. Great, good for him. He wasn't good when he died.
I don't know who wrote the gag, but as they said about someone quite recently, I feel sorry for their family, but then I felt sorry for the family before they died, which is a lovely.
But listen, take it back to Jimmy Cricket. He never did any blue stuff. He
not?
Wouldn't even do any blue stuff.
His thing was like his wellies, wasn't it? That was his big thing, wellies.
It was old-fashioned stuff. It was a bit of Irish gags here and there because he was Irish.
He was Irish, wasn't he? Yeah. He got a he's like that one.
He wasn't like a dog. couple of catchphrases. He'd do there's more, wouldn't he?
There's more. Yeah.
And he refused to do any blue. Only did clean stuff. He wouldn't even do blue for the dads in like a later gig later on. He wouldn't even go to a holiday camp, do a family set, wait for all the kids to go to bed and do some blue for the dads. He would just do clean stuff.
Let's have a look. Jimmy Cricket jokes. What's his one-liners?
I bet he had some good ones.
I told the doctor I wasn't well and he told me to have a jump on a trampoline. I said, will that help? He said, oh, you'll soon bounce back.
Yeah, it's poor. That is poor stuff.
Yeah.
But like back in the day, you know, I don't know if Jimmy Cricket was part of this, but back in the day, the working men's clubs comedians, they'd basically all have the same material, right?
They'd have a big pool.
Just dish it out and, you know, everyone would do it and people would do it in slightly different ways. And it wasn't really till much later on that people started writing their own stuff, right? Yeah.
I went to, this is a good one. I went to the solicitors and I said, I want to make a will. He said, fine, leave it to me. I said, but I hardly know you.
That's nice.
That's a good joke.
I see him as like
I've got a dirty joke.
There's no way he didn't do any blue. He was famous for it.
I found a dirty joke that he did.
He was famous for only doing clean stuff.
Right. Okay. Yeah. The electricity bill. He said, I used to be afraid of the dark. Yesterday, I got my electricity bill. Now I'm fuck tits.
Yeah, you made that up, haven't you?
Yeah,
exactly. Because Jimmy, who by the way,
Cricket, who died this week
at the age of 80, surrounded by
the age of 80. Another one. I bet he spent a lot of. We spoke about this on the last show, didn't he? I bet he spent a lot of time in working men's clubs smoking cigarettes and stuff. James Joseph Mulgrew.
What I loved about the tribute that Roy Walker gave to him, who is very much still alive and at large at the time of recording, he called him a sincere wee fella.
Right, yeah. Sincere wee fella. That's a bit rude, isn't it?
I think he meant it affectionately. I think he meant it.
Oh, he was always reading out letters from his mammy, wasn't he?
Yeah, that sounds right. We should ask Nikki about it. We've got an Irish colleague in the office. Ask her about it in a minute.
He was Northern Irish.
He was Northern Irish, yeah. But I think I don't know what he considered himself to be. But I think Marcus
in County Tyrone.
Marcus, if you're listening, under the terms of the Good Friday Agreement since 1997/8, anyone born in Northern Ireland can take either nationality. Not sure about Jimmy Cricket. Maybe he thought himself as British. Maybe he thought himself as Irish. I don't know. All I do know is he's passed away. So he's survived by his spouse, May, and 4 children. So let's have a bit of respect.
He got given a papal knighthood for his charity work by Pope Francis.
So I would say then that he probably considered himself Irish. Peter, he also. Do you want to know the most?
I see. Celtic are in for Nick Pope.
I saw that. Yeah,
come
that'll
on,
sell some shirts. Do you know where Jimmy Cricket did his last summer special?
Oh, was it Dubai?
2006. It wasn't Dubai.
I don't know. Was it Riyadh? Is it the Riyadh Comedy Festival?
It was at the Burj Khalifa. No, it wasn't. He sold out the Burj Khalifa. No, it was Peter, Clacton-on-Sea.
Lovely. Now,
right near where you're from, that.
That's right near where
You
I
and
am.
your
yeah,
man Nigel.
Me and my man Nigel.
Big
yeah.
Nige.
Oh, but it looks like Binface isn't going to do it after all.
What's happened with Binface? I don't know about this.
I think they had a pretty decent poll going, and he was getting to about 30%. I think Binface.
So what's the latest then? Is it just going to be Farage unopposed?
Sounds like Farage's the investigation can continue.
It's backfired, hasn't it?
He'll be annoyed about that.
And that's exactly against what he wanted.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
apparently, I've just
I very
looked
much
it up
like
here,
that
Peter.
I like that very much that he enjoyed. He was very annoyed because he wasn't invited to I can't remember what it was. He was just very annoyed that he wasn't invited to something that only sitting MPs would have been invited to. And he's like, "You're not an MP. You just resign, you dickhead."
He's in the latest polling. He's polling 69% to Binface's 31. That's a landslide. That.
Nice.
Oh, I'm entirely
like
against
nice.
Nigel Farage and everything he stands for, but I do also think Binface is tedious.
I just think you're letting everyone down.
No, it's a writer from the thick of it. It's safe
You
satire.
like the thick of it. You quote the thick of it all the time.
Yeah, but it's just safe satire for centrist dads. And I am a centrist dad, but I want to be entertained by something a bit more than that.
Right. What do you need? You want Stuart Lee, don't you?
Chris Morris.
That's what you.
I want Chris Morris like smearing himself in like.
I've
mustard.
not seen Chris Morris do anything in like 15 years, and whatever he does now will be bad because old men do bad stuff. We've experienced that. We're getting worse.
We
and
started
worse.
bad,
but because we're on every week, nobody notices the drop off.
So did you not?
But if
see
you just
Chris
do
Morris's,
something every 3 years,
did you not see? So did you like Four Lions?
Yes,
That was 2010.
it's a long time ago.
Did you like The
ago.
Day Shall Come in 2019?
I watched it. It wasn't amazing, was it?
I haven't seen it.
You.
He also directed and appeared in Veep.
Okay, but it's a direction though, isn't it? Anyone can do that. Point the camera at something.
Yeah.
Take all the money. Lovely old
He's
job.
also Peter Baxendale Thomas from Alan Partridge, isn't he?
Do you know what keeps again? That's
Class.
Again, that
It's
was probably
brilliant.
before.
It's brilliant.
The I don't know why the YouTube Premium algorithm keeps serving me, but you know when was it the Twilight Zone the movie where those two children and a man got killed by a helicopter blade?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, didn't we talk about it on here?
It keeps
80s.
on serving me the unedited video of people getting decapitated by fucking helicopters. Why does the algorithm think that's me?
I can give you a few reasons.
I can't click. The thing is, I can't click on anything on YouTube because then it suddenly decides that all I'm going to be watching is that.
But maybe
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe you shouldn't have spent quite a large part of our formative years together making me watch movies from that fucking website that name escapes me. And when I complained, saying we're all just meat puppets, we're all just meat.
Enjoy the ogrish.com.
So that's
enjoy Bud Dwyer taking the back of his head off with a gun. Yeah, but now I'm worried about my own mortality.
Exactly.
I can't watch that stuff anymore.
Now, but
it's already in my head. It's already in my head.
You've been contributing to your own algorithm since about 1987. That's why.
Yeah, it needs to be on brain algorithm.
Exactly, that's why.
I can't remember anything I did last week, but I can remember Bud Dwyer telling everyone to stand back while he blows his own head off.
And you also used to put Marcus's face on pornos. All that kind of stuff. You've
I'll
made your
stand by
bed,
that
boy.
Stuff. That was absolutely banging.
It was good. You've made your bed, though, boy.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to line it now, I'm afraid.
However many times. Yeah.
Speaking of the future, I said to you about I can never really tell whether those videos of those Chinese robots are AI or real robots. Have you seen that recent one, like that all-terrain robot that can go down mountains and stuff? Is that real?
Yeah, I think that's real, but I mean, it's kind of, it's a bit, I know they've sort of made it look like a dog, but it seems very chaotic. Do you know what I mean? It feels like, you can get up and down the mountain, but at some point you're going to reach the, stranded, half-dead mountain climber that needs your help. And what you've done there is you've not thought of the inertia as you smash yourself down that mountain and you've clattered him in the head and now he's double dead.
Yeah, how's that?
It just seems like they move too quickly.
How's it also going to rescue anyone with that kind of setup?
That kind of behaviour. I don't know, yeah. It doesn't look like it could drag anything. I mean, it maybe could administer the... what was that drug we were talking about that they give heroin overdoses in America? We were talking about it before the Ramble yesterday. Naxalone. That's it, yeah. Fascinated by that.
How does it work?
I think it just gives the heart a short, sharp shock and stops the the heroin from doing any more damage.
Apparently,
it's amazing stuff.
It identifies the individual opioid receptors in the brain and blocks the effects, and then restores normal breathing. What an amazing thing!
Give me that second part. What do I have to do? Overdose some fucking heroin to get some help with my asthma, please. Crying out
it works
loud.
within 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's amazing watching people come back live. There was that. Was it a?
It's called naloxone, not Naxalone. Sorry.
Naloxone. There was that New York. It was the New York Mets or something won for the first time ever. I think some fucking NFL or fucking baseball team won.
Yeah,
some wanky American sports team won for the first time in ages, and the Knicks basketball. The Knicks basketball. Yeah, the Knicks. And a lad had climbed on top of what looked like a sort of bush shelter sort of thing, and he'd overdosed on the bush shelter. And the police were being thick as mints, as they invariably are in situations like that, and they couldn't or wouldn't climb on. And a woman who's a nurse, I don't know how she got the drug in question, but she was just fucking legend, just climbed on top of this bus thing, smashed him in the heart or wherever you fire that thing in, and he woke up in like 2 seconds. The bloke did try and kiss her, which I thought was just
what the hell?
was a bit like, oh, that was an amazing story until the guy woke up and started to cough.
You got the wrong end of the stick.
He got the wrong end of the stick. Look, he just started breathing again.
What I also think in that situation is that it takes a big pair of balls to go and do that to someone when they're dying.
Massively.
Because I'd be so paranoid I'd be making it worse.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd accidentally get it in his eye or something. Oh, Donaldson, you stabbed him in the eye with a naraxolone.
The one thing about CPR, which obviously people should learn, and it's important, obviously. But the one thing that put me off when I was a kid and I learned it is that don't ever do the heart compressions if you're not sure their heart stopped, because you might fuck them up.
Right.
It's like, well, don't tell me that. That's making me not want to do it.
I reckon the heart can take a couple of pushes before it. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And I think that because we had to do like a lot of sort of child CPR stuff for the adoption and stuff. It was part of the training. And I can't remember.
You gotta re-up it, mate.
I got to re-up it again. I can't remember because you remember who's the fella who did the Heimlich guy.
Yeah.
Who died not that long ago. Apparently the Heimlich manoeuvre is not the thing that you should do anymore. It's short, sharp shocks in the back, like bang, bang, bang in the back. That's what you're supposed to do now. Apparently that's not the best way to do it. And so I do feel like even if you know it or you knew it when you were like 18, you do need to update it because things
Henry
change.
Heimlich has had his legacy taken away from him.
Pretty much, yeah. He had it good while he was alive though, and I think he died knowing that it might
10 years ago he died apparently.
Yeah. So he died before anybody went, hang on.
It's a bit like Pluto being
this guy just wants to hug people, the perv.
Yeah, I don't think that's what.
This guy wants to give him.
I don't think that's what was happening. I think he was a very noble man. He was medically trained.
The medical humper.
He was a thoracic surgeon and died at the ripe old age of 96 years old.
See, he looked after himself. He wasn't in the working men's club.
He probably Heimlicked himself a few times to get to that.
He probably
age.
kept himself nice and young, humping away.
Just notice his dad was a famous American ballroom dancer who also lived to the age of 95. So
Nepo baby, fuck him, fuck him.
All right, take us out of it, Peter.
Let's take it out of here. What was that about? Look at Pete Shaw. We'll be back on Thursday. Send your messages for crying out loud.
We'd love to hear from you.
Hello at lukepeatshaw.com is the way to do that. We got some batteries in the battery daddy to be dispatched, so look out for that. And we'll see you soon. Goodbye. Fare thee well.
See ya.